what's up everyone? Welcome back to Ignorant Money Club. So today I'm going to be talking to you all about employer retirement plans and what they don't necessarily teach you when you're at work or when you go into a company. So before we jump into the video, please remember to smash up that like button, hit the subscribe button, and tap that notification bell so that every time we drop new content like this, you are one of the first people to receive it. Alright, so back to the retirement plans. I just feel like when companies offer, or give you an opportunity to contribute to a retirement plan, I think that's a great opportunity because it is like one of the many tools that you can use to pretty much fuel yourself when you're in retirement. I wouldn't say rely on it solely, just like I would never say depend on Social Security. Don't just depend on one thing when you go into your retirement, but it's definitely one tool that you can use, especially if you plan to give a couple of years to corporate America and they do offer you a retirement plan. So a lot of these attractive and competitive retirement plans will offer you a company match. And when they offer you a company match, it's like an incentive that's basically saying, we as the employer will give you a certain percentage of your annual salary if you retire. And it's supposed to be like a motivation booster to get you to put money into your retirement plan, because you wouldn't believe how many people will just take their money every single week and every single month and every single year and just not contribute anything to retirement. So they kind of want to set a system up where, yeah, they want you coming back to work every week, but also they want you to retire too, so that you can hopefully, not have to work for them one day. But anyways, so they set up this retirement plan, or they give you this company match, and once you get this company match, some companies allow options where you're fully vested from day one. And when I say vested, that means that essentially like that is your money once they give you that company match. So it's not like you owe them anything. Some companies will give you a match and say, hey, if you don't stay with this company for so many years, then you cannot leave with your match if you choose to leave the company before that period of time is over. So it's kind of like a contract basically saying that, all right, I'm gonna stay with this company for 3 years so I can take my match with me when I do leave. So that's just to give you an overview of like some of the options that they have out there. So in general, when you contribute money to your retirement plan, these companies, they will do little things to motivate you or get you to put your money into these pensions, into these 401ks and stuff like that, but they don't necessarily equip you with the knowledge and what you need to do once the money is in there. Some companies even automatically enroll their employees into these retirement plans, and then it's like, okay, I don't have the knowledge of what I need to do. And so that leaves many people with this money that they're always taking out their check. Yeah, in their head, they're like, oh yeah, I save for retirement every month. But what if you're 20 something years old and you have your money in like a semi-aggressive or like a very moderate or conservative like investment, and you're not making as much money as you could possibly make over time? And that's a huge problem, because it's like that will cut off so much money from the total amount of money that you could have made had that money just compounded over 10, 20 plus years. So what I'm here to tell you all today is, number one, pay close attention. If you ever have any money coming out of your check and it's going towards like some type of 401k or pension or retirement plan or anything like that, be aware, be mindful of where these funds are going, because you don't want to have money just sitting somewhere and you think like it's being invested the best way possible, and it's not. And then number two, you just always have to educate yourself personally, because these employers, they will seem like they're giving you the resources, but they're really not equipping you with the knowledge that you need to be able to properly invest. So I'm going to give you a tip today and something that I've recently done. So what I noticed, one thing that does not make a lot of employer plans attractive is that you're very limited to the amount of investments that you can diversify into. So they'll have like maybe 15 or 16 different plans already laid out to you. Some of them are like index funds, mutual funds, things like that. Is not necessarily where they allow you to invest in like individual stocks, unless it's that company stock that you're working for. And then so you have these limited amount of plans, and it's like, okay, I don't know what the BTI is, or this different mutual fund. Like, people don't know what this stuff are. These government bonds, they don't know what this stuff is. So they just get caught up choosing like a life cycle fund. That's literally when you choose the year that you're expected to retire, and you just put money into this fund. So like, say for example, if I'm expected to retire in 2060, I'll throw my funds in a life cycle 2060 fund, and that is just supposed to make my portfolio aggressive. The younger I am and the closer I get to retirement, I become more conservative, and that's fine and all. If you don't want to do any hands-on work, it's kind of for like the hands-off investor, but still, that is not like, you know, maximizing the amount of money that you can make in your retirement portfolio years to come. So it's very, very important to pay attention and know exactly where you are putting your money at. The thing that I did with my retirement account, because it's attractive in the sense that, okay, I do have a retirement account, I do get a company match, but I don't necessarily have all the options that I want to diversify my portfolio into. If I wanted to take 100% of my money and put it in a company like Apple or Amazon, it's no option to do that. So I found out a little trick that I was able to do, and I think that this is going to be very helpful as far as me growing my wealth and putting my money into things that I actually enjoy and things that I actually believe in. Because you can be invested in an index fund, and like, yeah, you might own a little bit of Apple, and you might own a little bit of Amazon and Tesla and things like that, but you might have also 100 other companies in there that you don't even know what it is. So I would say only invest your money in what you are familiar with, what you believe in, what you have done research on. And don't sit there and just try to pay anybody to do it. Take control of your life. This is your life, and nobody will care about it as much as you do. So I took the funds that were in my employer account, which is they have like a base account with these 15 or 16 different assets that you can diversify. And I it's not even like a rollover because it's all within Fidelity, but I opened something called a Fidelity brokerage link account. And with this Fidelity brokerage link account, it allows me to essentially like invest the money that's in my 401k or my pension or whatever you want to call it, my retirement plan. I can invest it as if I was just opening up an account like on Robinhood, and, you know, buying and selling assets and things like that, equities. So I thought this was like the best thing ever, because a lot of people don't know that like you can roll over or transfer those funds out and take advantage of more diverse options. And so many people just don't have a clue that something so simple can really amplify and change, you know, how your investment or what investment options that you have to you. So I would highly recommend everybody to look into an option like that, because you don't want to be limited to, you know, these select plans that they select for you. Yeah, they may be good generic plans that ensure everybody gets like, you know, 7 to 8% over the course of 10 years, you know, compounded investment, but I'm trying to get to 30-40%. Like, I have things specifically. I'm a hands-on investor. I you know, handpick my investments and things that I invest in. So you just have to be very cognitive and aware of what you're putting your money into. So that's just a tip that I want to give you all today about these retirement accounts. Don't just, you know, try to put this thing on autopilot unless you just feel like you completely don't want to, you know, invest. But all I'm saying is be aware that there are other options out there, and you don't have to succumb to just the 15 or 16 different pre-select assets that are inside of your retirement or your employer retirement account. So that's all I want to talk to you about today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, smash up that like button, and hit that notification bell so that every time we keep dropping this content, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on it. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.